Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3. This is our good playthrough and we are going to try and do less terrible this time around. We did some really bad combats last time.
Better not be cursed.
No excuses, they were just awful. We did succeed ultimately, but we're definitely not the cream of the crop of fights. The Speedy Light Feat. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they get 3 lightning charges. And they're going to encumber me, so
Don't burn yourself.
we gotta switch
An
characters.
ally
Damn
fresh
it.
from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute, and all the better for it.
We don't have time to talk. Gale, you moved in front of my click while I was trying to click on the chest. Anything else of note down here? Another cool hat and another heavy backpack. Smoke powder satchel, that's actually extremely useful in the beginning of the game.
My way.
You throw that at people and it blows up. I don't know how we selected our main character again. Oh well. Karlach, I'm gonna need you to take some of these bows and stuff. We're gonna hit the camp eventually here and we'll sell everything.
Seems simple.
Make some money. I think some of the... Who turned back on the... Oh. It like reset its trigger. It started moving again, then just stopped.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
Care to explain?
We should keep moving.
Your hand just glowed randomly. What just happened?
Nothing. The trick of the light.
Deception check. Trick of the light. Don't take me for a fool.
I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
You lying to me. You lying and being tricksy. You do have an exclamation mark though. We should probably talk to her.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that
That was
now.
like 2 seconds ago.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about.
Alright, fair enough.
It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt? I guess.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay, let's turn to other matters. Time to leave. We'll talk to her about all the other things later on. We have other things to do. Like... go kill some...
What's inside?
How to put this delicately? Creatures having... intercourse.
Just a brief respite.
You guys hearing that? Oh yeah. That is exactly what you think it is.
This way.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Can we jump up
way.
there? If we can get up to the roof, that'd be kind of nice. Oh wait, there's a dagger in this fire. I remember now. Dagger +1. Not particularly useful for us at the moment, but we could sell it. Or give it to Astarion if we ever use him. Okay. He should be safe-ish up here from getting
Best get going.
pulverized. I guess we should probably open the door.
Hey, good looking.
Still breathing, despite everything.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then a low moan. Someone or something is having a bit of fun.
Open the door. Hello.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm laughing at your puny rushing. We're not great at this. It's not gonna work. It's for sure not gonna work.
Puny? I'll show you, puny! Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Please let us roll good initiative. We did not roll good initiative. There's a solid chance we're gonna die before even getting to rage, but you're not going anywhere near the door. This is gonna hurt. We didn't die. We're not doing great though. Oh well. We're going all in, I guess. That was a solid hit. Kinda wish we had gotten a good initiative roll, to be honest.
Want another? Can't give up.
Alright. We do have some spells we can cast, like Healing Word. Isn't gonna keep our character alive. Shield of Faith also won't. But Healing Word might be able to get us to not die next turn. Possibly. That was a solid Healing Word. Okay, good. Never mind, that was a double critical hit for 12 damage. That's terrible for us, and we can't do anything because we are completely blocked off. I was kind of hoping to fight them outside. I don't know why our character walked in to the situation. She's not very smart.
Diligence and care.
I don't know why he... whatever. We still can't reach. They are critting like crazy. It's kind of uncool, but let's lacerate. And then drink a potion. Try and stay alive, maybe. Or we could do Gargantuan Cleave. I think we'll hit our own character if we do that. Can we hit our own character is a better question. Nope. We did do some damage though.
Let's end this.
We are off balance, which isn't ideal, but we'll be fine. Okay, the giant is dead, or I guess the ogre is dead. Really kind of hoping we can survive this fight. Gale was in a terrible position, but actually it's going pretty well, all things considered, considering they're level 4 characters, and they have monstrous strength. That was a good hit.
Yes.
And our Karlach is going to go in there and finish it off. Bugbear and an ogre banging it away, and they are now dead. And we are encumbered, right, because I keep putting things on this character. I'm going to give her these boots. Don't see why not. Scrolls can go to Gale. All the scrolls can go to Gale. And we'll just hit sort by type. We're going to throw some of the armor on Karlach. It's just the heaviest stuff, generally. There.
A
little bit better.
To live in more interesting
Okay,
times.
mangled corpse. I don't want the pork loin. The realm according to Bumpo. We'll read that in a sec here. A is for Azuth and other gods. 2.
Don't waste a step. No traps, please.
Nothing, nothing, nothing. Torch. Okay, let's read that book. The 2 books actually we picked up. The book naturally falls to a dog-eared page in which Bumpo describes the more unusual races he's met in his travels, but they weren't half so strange as the bird folk. First, Aarakocra I met had the head of a parrot, the body of a human, and wings also of a parrot. I tried not to stare, but it was real hard. Turns out she was one of a motley party, because around her table were a tabaxi, a genasi, and a turtle. Trying to act casual, I asked what the hell they all were. They ignored me, but I can't blame them. To them, I must have looked awfully dull and average, for they were the first of their kind I'd seen, but I was just one of a billion boring humans to them. I mean, that's a fair point. Alright, let's look at which gods we're dealing with. Azuth, the god of wizards, all who spend their lives learning, he grants their spells both big and small. For Mistra, always yearning. Bane the tyrant, the black hand, make sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by the harsh and cruel. The Shaba will bring forth your doom unless you chant her prayer. Split from Timora in the womb, she brings bad luck to spare. It's a rhyming book full of the gods. That's cool. Let's go up here and try and get the dagger +1. There's a chance we can break it. I'm going to save. We kind of do want it.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
We can sleight of hand, which we are not good at. We can strength, which we are slightly better at. Or we can investigate, which we are very bad at. So let's just try and break it off. Less than ideal. We snap it off and it breaks. But let's be clear. How hard could it possibly
Tug at the
be?
dagger until the blade snaps in two. The sharp end is still stuck inside the meat.
Try and do that one more time. Like, I get it's a check, but why? It's meat, and it's a dagger. The meat's not like a sword in the stone situation. It's not magical. It's not holding the blade in place. The fact that the blade managed to get in there, and it's cooking at the same time, unless it's been charred to a brick, in which case, I would imagine that it would just come out super easily.
A feast fit for an ogre.
Let's try one more time.
You notice a peculiar dagger.
Alright, we'll try it again. Maybe with a different character. Actually, no one has... It's such a high DC for such a beginning part of the game. I guess we could swap in Asterion. He'd have like +5, which means he'd have a 50% chance. But our chance isn't that bad. We're at +3,
Not over.
which means that on a 10 we roll 13, so it's only, what, 40% chance?
Fit for an ogre.
Statistically, we should be able to get it one of these times.
Peculiar dagger protruding
course.
from the tough.
We'll try one more time. And if it doesn't work this time, we'll just continue on. It's only a dagger +1. I'm not too concerned about it. I just want to get all the cool stuff in the beginning, you know? You want to get the best leg up on your journey. And sometimes the rolls just aren't with you. And sometimes you just have crappy modifiers, like
Lies before me.
+3 to strength.
A feast
Last
fit
one.
for an ogre.
We didn't get it.
Notice a
It's,
peculiar
we're just going to leave it
dagger
broken. It's fine. It's a
protruding
dagger
from the
+1. No one
tough,
cares at
leathery
that
tug
point.
at the dagger.
Yeah, the dagger broke. I got it.
Sharp metal fragment pokes out of the meat. It's of no use to
My character's so sad about this.
sharp.
I can't even take the meat. It's the most brittle plus... What did I just pick up? Did I just pick up hay? Or I moved hay? No, I definitely picked something up. But I'm unclear as to where it went in our inventory. Oh well. Leaving the dagger in place. We're moving on. I'm slightly miffed by this turn of events, but such is life. It's meat and dagger. It's the most brittle +1 weapon ever to exist. We do still have a short sword +1, unfortunately. We don't have anyone that uses small weapons. I mean, I guess we could give it to Shadowheart. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Clerics have simple weapon proficiency, right? I think short swords are simple weapons.
Not as bad as it could have.
Does Karlach have
I
it?
could go for a good meal.
Yes. It's a light finesse weapon. It is... I think we can use it. Let's throw it on her and see.
My faith will guide me.
+3 to hit. +2 to hit. She's not proficient with it. Okay. We've now learned a valuable lesson.
Can't give up now.
And we're going to jump across. We have 3 whole hit points. Oh, this is where the gnolls were that we fought earlier. We should maybe not fight them yet. We could go to the goblin camp, or we can go to the actual grove, which might be the better idea. I like how we teleported to the edge of it. I thought we teleported inside for a second, but no, we're on the edge. We're good. We're a little hurt. It'll be fine. Don't think there's too many fights to do in here that I can recall. We're going to save because there is a potential fight here in the beginning. We're going to try and be good about this situation. It's coming up the Eridan, Zevlor.
There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the Druid too? Unbelievable!
One fight just ended, and now you're picking another? Relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
No one died.
Shut it, Horns!
I don't think. One guy died.
I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
We could try and intimidate. We could try and... we are bad at persuading. Stop or I'll bash your skulls together myself. Let's hope for the best. Oh, okay. We have a pretty easy roll. Advantage.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
Alright. We saved the camp from fighting. Gale wants to talk to us about something. Oh, they're healing. I'm like, what just happened over there?
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Is it contagious?
No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Wouldn't that ruin the item?
Trust me when I say, the loss of the occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
I do.
You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
What do we got that we can give him? Well, not our sword. That would be stupid. I kind of want the gloves of power more than I want the speedy light feet boots. Even though they're worth more.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. and no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Alrighty, we gave him an artifact. Not too concerned about that one. I am going to throw those gloves on, though, because I think that +1 sleight of hand might be useful for us. That's the way out. Let's go up to the top. We'll go wander around this way, I think. There's a lot of things to explore in the camp that we can get done. Probably should heal. We do have a level 2 spell kicking around, don't we? Let's do a prayer of healing. Gather up, everyone. That'll do.
Let's move.
Pretty good roll, honestly. Cannon is dead. But that doesn't mean we can steal all of his stuff, necessarily. People wander around a lot in this camp, and we're going to try and get his stuff. Because it's not serving anyone
All right.
as he's, dead. But let's go talk to Keldani.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
I'm sorry.
Not now. Please.
No one wants to talk to me? How about you, Elgis? Elgis.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position.
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
How far are we from the city?
If the road was clear, 10 days walk, maybe. But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Okay. Let's go save a person from an ambush. Come on, group members. Come on, group members. There we go. Halt. We actually got a good initiative this time. Unfortunately, we are very far away from this fight. Shoot him for a bit.
On the move.
Oh, he was surprised. We should have moved up. Damn. Oh, well, too late now. 5 damage. Gale. Missed.
This is my happy place.
Karlach moves up. Crossbow bolt to the face. Actually did work. She's running away, which is good because we don't need her to die. I'm gonna move up
Another step forward.
and then shoot. 4 whole damage. Oof. Immediate 12 damage hit, and then it jumps after her. How did it deal 12 damage? How do they have so many abilities like Brute? Just seems kind of unfair, honestly.
This is gonna feel good.
Need you to get up here. They kind of need you to move a tiny bit more. Don't get AOO'd, but, you know.
One day I'll
Gotta get other characters up here, too. There we go. Unfortunately, we took a pretty massive hit. Again. One day our armor class will be a little bit better, but today is not that day.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Our character's just standing there. Oh, there we go. Coin mistress, you lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Absolutely. We can try and do a check. Oh yeah, we have a pretty good chance. We have advantage on the roll anyways. A mind flayer abducted me and its ship went straight to Avernus.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
Thanks.
Deadly! Wait till you see what I can do with that thing.
What exactly is this coin?
It's a soul wrapped up in a terrible iron package. Don't ask whose because I don't know. I hope it brings you better luck than it has me.
Does Karlach want to talk to us about the soul coin? No, not yet. Okay. Assassin's dead. We're moving on. I wish we had things like Brute to give us 1d8 extra damage per hit. That's brutal. I mean, eventually we'll be doing some very high damage, but we're a little ways away from that at the moment. Also, we're nowhere close to a level. About another 1,000 experience or so.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I am Elira.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The Druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The Druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the Druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first Druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the Druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Alrighty, we got this covered. Let's run down and talk to Aaron. Aaron is a store person. We can sell some junk. Actually, we're going to probably use the other store guy first because I think we have more interaction with him throughout the game. That being said, let's see what he has for things we can buy.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Such as a bow. Extra damage to burning targets on this Dragon's Grasp thing. Rain Dancer, which is a create water staff, which is actually not the worst thing. Spell Thief gives us once per short rest you can steal or regain a level 1 slot when you land a critical hit. You have to land that critical hit though, which is hard to do sometimes. Ring mail +1, padded armor +1, and a bunch of other armors. I'm not going to sell things here yet because I want to donate a bunch to the other guy to try and... We're going to be in this act for a while.
Sylvanus.
we'll talk to them in a minute. I was wondering if they were going to talk to us, but they didn't. So let's go down here, talk to the blacksmith first, and then we're going to deal with getting Will, probably, and talking to all the people around. But Damon first. Or Damon, maybe his name is.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what he can do.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Alrighty. Well, we'll talk to Karlach in a sec. I want to talk to Damon first.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Nah, we'll talk to Damon first, yeah.
Looking for steel?
Let's see your wares. We're gonna donate a bunch of stuff to him to get his likability up. We're gonna try with like 200 at first. See how that goes. Unfortunately, we kind of suck at bartering, but... Actually, does anyone have better persuasion?
There is work to do.
Before we go doing this, we should have the best persuasion person be the person to do this. -1, 0, -1, +3. Gale, you are now our store person. Congratulations on your promotion.
Thanks. My selection is pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Eltimar.
It automatically does the person that you've started the conversation with, so you can absolutely switch to other characters while you're buying and selling stuff. So if you're wondering why we just switched back to our main character, it's because we still have that +3 persuasion bonus. We need to do more. This will help us long term. I know initially it looks like it sucks because we're not going to gain any money from all this stuff, which it does. It definitely does suck in that way. But in the long term, it'll actually really help out a lot. Pretty close. 88. Karlach's got some stuff too. So yeah, basically we're not going to get any money from the stuff we picked up earlier. But in the end, it'll help. Might be too much. Let's do 130. 100. Okay, good. Alright, now we're just going to sell all this junk. We want the money.
Come on, let's go.
And what else can we sell? Broken loot. We'll keep the Dark Mind. Sell the caustic bulbs. Sell the skulls because they're worthless. Slave Mind we're keeping. The satchel we'll definitely keep. Spike bulbs. Sell the topaz. Shadowheart does have a sword +1 to sell as well. I'm not big on coating my weapons, although maybe I should do that more often in this playthrough, but we'll see. Grease bottle, a ladle, get rid of that. Malachite we can sell. Sell the mug. Keep the shaft of a broken spear, that's actually useful for something. We need the head of the broken spear, I don't remember where that is at all, honestly. I'm not going to keep all of these books, though. We have read that one. Keep the note. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're just going to sell them because we have read them and we don't need to keep all the books in the world around indefinitely. Rope. Turns out not useful for anything in this game, sadly. So I think we might need a hammer for one thing later on. $2 whole. Nice. We don't need a scroll of magic missile. We can sell that. We don't need a scroll of mage armor. I think we need the money more than we need the scrolls of grease, and we don't need a scroll of dark vision.
At least things have stayed interesting.
And we can sell this. The sword's only worth $27 whole. Oof. Bad news for us, but oh well. Selling clothing. Yeah, sell the scroll of detect thoughts. The ledger we can sell. The rule of 3 we can sell. The prayer we can sell because we read it, and the wonders of Phandalin we also have read. Potion of sleep we can get rid of. And that's it. Okay, he's got $100 left, but he might have some stuff that we want to buy now. Now that we've done all that. They're all disorganized, but that's fine. So he's got a trident. +1. Steel forged sword, that's what we sold him. Forged staff +1, light hammer +1. Some bows. There is a great sword +1. We don't really need it because we have an okay sword at the moment. It's not ideal, so I think we're good. Alright, so what can we do? Let's talk to Karlach here.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Let's find some evil for you to smack then.
Bring it on.
Alright.
Ready.
Let's go and deal with the... Who's Zaru? Can't remember
How
now.
long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
I don't know. Sometime.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
We'll work on that.
Here we go.
Let's go talk to the goblin.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move!
Well, the only one we have advantage with is our barbarian one, and our persuasion sucks, so let's try this out and hope for the best. We did succeed. So.
What in every hell is wrong with you? Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because she's not a practice target, she's a person.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's alright, Arca. Let's go.
Our group is really approving of our actions so far. So I think I picked a good group. They seem to be at least somewhat aligned on what they like and don't like.
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments.
What is the Yawning Portal?
An inn in Waterdeep. Ooh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist.
What was the standoff about?
Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
And what happened next?
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. Well, I'd drink to that.
We're good people. Or something. Alrighty. So we did save the goblin. Let's talk to the goblin.
What you messing with my cage for? It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who is the Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
An all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of a cage?
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyarg.
Booyarg. The goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Not a chance. You can rot in that cage.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
I'm sorry, I'm not letting a goblin go free. I think that's where we're gonna end off. Actually, you know what? We'll do one more thing really quickly before we call it a video. We'll get Will in our group. He's up here. We're not gonna be using him, but we will be keeping him in our group this time. Isn't he usually up here? Where is he? He's up here training the children, or he should be. I am slightly confused as to where Will has gone now, but I guess we'll look around for him later. Let's at least do Gwex, I guess.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique, having some trouble.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Yes. We can barbarian it, or we can athletics it. Let's barbarian it. Don't waste a good anger on your thoughts. Use it on the target.
Rage, you say? Step, brace, parry, swing, still not landing.
Then you're not angry enough, whelp. Again.
Brace and step and swivel swing. Yes. You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Keep training. When the time comes, you'll drown this place in goblin blood.
Don't let the druids hear you say that. They're itching for an excuse to get rid of us. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. One last thing. Don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Yeah. Thanks. We got a battle axe. Is it a magical battle axe? No. Although it is worth $50, so I'm not saying it's bad by any measure. However, Will not being here is weird. Let's go back to the front. Which sounds weird, but stand by what I said. Maybe it's because we went elsewhere first. No, that doesn't make sense. He should be here around here. He didn't die in the fight, I don't think. Did he? I'm pretty sure he didn't die. Yeah, I don't see him dead. He's not up here. This has been all cleared out. We killed the assassin. Oh, very strange. Anyways, I think we'll call it there. In the next video, we'll continue exploring around the encampment. We'll also go down into the Druid area. Save a little girl from being eaten by snakes. Moron. Did I just miss him somewhere? No, there's all the kids. There's Ashrak. It's not Ashrak. Maybe he knows where Will is.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Sure. Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust there is victory.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
You're welcome. Do you happen to know where the Blade of Frontiers is? He's supposed to be here. I suppose he's down here for some reason. Tanis, Bex, Barth, Eridan. Nope. Just completely missing. Oh well, for now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, will see you next time. Take care.